man, welcome back to the Gray Space. I'm Zeke. That is Dre.
Yes, sir.
And we are back with another good one for you guys this week.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment if you're rocking with the content. Now, we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
You know how we do.
Man.
We just keep doing. You just keep going.
We're just on a roll, man.
Never stop. And you know, our last guest was somebody that was part of the community, and I always love when we have somebody that's part of the community, giving back. You know what I mean? Those are the best ones. Mm-hmm. Our guest today is her company is one that is so influential to the youth. Watching these videos of so many people just getting out there and dancing, you know, different sizes, different types of people just getting out there and having fun is really amazing. And I'm so excited to have her on. We've got Shay from the United Dance Team in the building. What's good, Shay?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
Thank you.
It's been a little bit in the making. Obviously, we were kind of, you know, put on to what you do through mutual friends, Kathy, Tiffany, great women. And, you know, as we kind of had some things going on, finally was able to get back to you and got you in. And super excited to talk about what you do because, like I said, watching these videos and watching, you know, different types of people just get out there. Like dancing and music is one of those things that's like, we're just talking about this. It's the ultimate unifier, right?
Definitely the ultimate unifier.
And, you know, before you can talk, you're dancing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. As a kid. It's like you hear a beat, you start dancing.
Right.
And so for you to give back and it be a nonprofit is super amazing. And I want to talk to you, you know, let's kind of start from the beginning. Like how did this come to be for you?
So how UDT came about is I was a part of another dance team in Buckeye, Arizona.
Okay.
I would say about 2014, 2015 is when me and this good friend of mine started it. She came to me, was like, hey, Shay, I want to get a dance team started because, you know, I danced in Cali. And I'm just like, okay, let's do it. So we picked each other's brains. We did it. Mm-hmm. Had the dancers come to the park, and because we never had a studio.
Okay.
And we were dancing at the park, rain, cold, just doing our thing.
Yeah.
So she was the only choreographer at the time for that. And, you know, I was just doing my little secretary part, you know, making sure we get events going and stuff like that. So everything was going good, and something crazy had to happen. We both got pregnant.
Oh.
So
it's always in twos, isn't it?
Right.
Always in twos.
So
man.
we took our break, you know what I mean? And it was, what was so funny about that is because she came to practice one day, and I'm just like, you looking real. She was like, I'm just tired. I was like, oh my God, you're pregnant. She's like, don't say that. And came about she was, but then when I was telling her she was pregnant, I was pregnant the whole time. Didn't even know it.
Crazy.
So we took our little break, and then we came back after that little break was over, after our girls got a little older. And then things were going back good. Did the Arizona State Fair. We did an event in Phoenix for South Mountain Spice.
Okay.
They had a talent show, so we did that. All of our Buckeye local parades we did, and other little events. So everything was going good, you know. And then it was just something that hit, was like, yo, okay, this is not cool. You know, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. This is not cool. And I told myself to step down. So I stepped down. You know, no qualms, no hard feelings, so I had to let it go. So I did, and at that moment, and there's no other way that I can describe it.
Okay.
It was a dark cloud. You know how a dark cloud, and that one dark cloud is over that one house or that one area. It's just going to pour down rain, and it poured down rain. I got stressed out. I got depressed. I cried. Talked to my mom, my husband, my daughter, and they all were like, you know, you can do this. Just stop crying. Because at the time, that's all I was doing. You know what I mean? Of course, taking care of my kids that I had at the time. Dance was all I had. So I'm just like, I can't do anything right now. I don't know what to do. that was what I was doing active in the community. And then my daughter was like, Mom, stop crying. I say the same thing every time because it's the honest truth. My daughter said it. My husband said it. My mom said it. But the main person that was telling me you can do this was God. Because I know there is a higher power. And at the same time, I'm like, okay, that's 4 people. And that's one big person telling me go for it.
For sure.
Right.
And I'm looking at my daughter like, baby, I cannot do this. I can't do this without her. Like, how can I do it? So I stopped. I took that leap of faith. I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to just do it. Just go. Shay, just do it. Just do it.
Dope.
So I did it. So after all that happened, I just jumped out in the ocean like, bam, I can swim. I'm going to do this. So I did it. June 13th of 2018 is when I had my official meet and greet with the 9 dancers and the 7 parents that was there. So I was like, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to do this. I need to talk to my parents, let them know how I'm feeling, why I want to do this, the reason why I want to do this. And then my dancers, y'all go hang out with each other and see what this is about. So that's how it got started. And here I am today.
Fire.
Nice. So what's your history with dance? When did you start dancing? When did you start getting into, was it cheerleader? What was it? What was the beginning part of that?
I actually never really danced on an actual team like I have now and like I had previous before. But me and my cousin and family members and friends, we would just dance around. And I used to go to Maryville High School and they got level 1, level 2, level 3 dance class. And I did that, but at that time, I was like, I'm not finna get on the stage and perform with y'all. So I just told my teacher, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. So I watched the show, but to actually be a performer and have done that in my younger years, no, I've never done it.
Okay.
It was the beginning in 2014, 2015 that made me like, oh, you know what? You can do this.
Why do you think it took you so long to get to that point? Like, was there something that was holding you back from that, like in your early years? If you could speak to it.
No, I just wasn't
feeling it.
I wasn't feeling dance.
Okay.
I just wasn't into it.
I get it.
I was more sports. Like I like basketball.
Okay.
But dance is like I'll play music all day, every day.
Okay.
In the grocery store with my phone on, they looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
But I was never really into like performing, being an actual dancer.
Okay.
So.
Was it the stage maybe? Because for me, that's what would be scary for me. Like just being up on stage.
I would say the stage.
Yeah, the stage could
like
be...
still to this day, it's every now and then I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this dance with my girls, but other than that, I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, y'all dance, So
because dance is very creative,
yes,
right? It's a very creative process in what you do. So kind of it's showing kind of a vulnerable side being up on stage, and I give props for anybody who could get up there and just do that, and mess up and even keep going, and get through your routine, It's got to be pretty tough.
So talk to us about the United Dance Team. For people that are watching, listening, what is it in a nutshell? What is this thing that you have created?
United in a nutshell is just a group of young ladies, because all I have is young ladies right now, that is a phenomenal sisterhood team. Okay, and I say this all the time. I say it to them at practice. If little Melissa mess up and little Brittany mess up, the whole team is messed up. We have to look unified. Our name is United, UDT. Why have that name and half of the team just looking like, I don't want to do it. So it's a sisterhood. Until I get boys, it's a sisterhood, and they really stick with that. They be like, Miss Shay, wait a minute, she need help. Okay, we don't want to call out one dancer, but we all going to do that same routine, that same move over. Okay. So I would say sisterhood, no doubt. One big family.
What about the boys? Is it in the works to maybe get some boys in there?
I would love to have me some boy dancers. I'm trying to get my son to do it. He can dance.
Okay.
He can dance. And I'm just like, come on, son, you got to do it. Come on. He was like, I'll think about it, Mom. So when he's ready, he will do it. I would never force that on anybody. Even my daughters that are on the team now. I have a 15-year-old who's on the team, and then I have a 5-year-old. If they say, Mom, I'm done, I need to take a break, take that break.
Yeah.
Because if Miss Shay needs to take a break and a board member got to step up, let Miss Shay take her break. Right. I don't want to force anything on nobody, because then that's when the team falls apart.
Yeah. And I think that's important, because I have an older daughter who's in sports, and has been in sports for the last 4 years, pretty competitively. And, I always tell her, like, she did take a break because it did get hard for her. It got really tough. And I always told her, I was like, look, I don't want it for you.
Right.
I want you to want it for you. And a lot of times what you find is that because of that, they want it even more. It's like once she took that break, she was like, I'm missing something in my life. You know what I mean? And so when you don't force it on them, that's why it's so dope when you say, okay, I got to fit. But a 5-year-old watching, you know what I mean, watching this happen, and she's like, man, funny enough, I have a 5-year-old who's now started kind of following the big sis, 10 years apart almost, kind of the same story. So I think that's super dope that, you got your 15-year-old who's been rocking with you, and that's got to be a great relationship. But now your 5-year-old's like, yo, I want to be a part of this. You know what I mean? That's dope. Talk to us about the older one though. Is she kind of the anchor for you?
Yeah. She's actually the one.
I would guess so.
Who picked the name United.
Dope. That's
so
nice.
Back to the beginning, when I had my meet and greet, I said, how can I get a name for these babies? You know what I mean? I always call them babies. They're not babies, but they my babies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I get a name for these babies? I said, you know what? Okay, I'll be back, parents. I got a piece of papers. I ripped them up. I said, I need every dancer that's here, write a name down that you would like to be called when they're yelling at your name or yelling at you or standing over the microphone or the intercom. They was like, okay. I had some names up in there, and I was like, I don't think so.
A little spicy?
We ain't doing that.
Okay.
It was like Power Rangers. Somebody said Rough Riders. I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay.
And then I pulled the last one. I was like, I said, who picked United? She was like, oh, Mom, that's me. And that's how United came about. And then we call ourselves UDT as well. So, and I asked her, I said, do you know what United means? Like, what does it mean to you? Can you tell me? She was like, together, come as one. I said, exactly. So June 13th, 2018 is when United's name was born.
Nice.
So, yep.
I want to talk, and I bring this up just because it's so recent, and I swear I probably ask everybody that's on the show about this time, but you guys kind of getting started in 2018, and then fast forward to 2020. Obviously it was like, this ain't a big deal. Oh, this is a big deal. Oh, now we're home. You know what I'm saying? Everything stopped. We can't go nowhere. We can only hit the grocery store. How did you maneuver through that time with your team, keeping everybody's spirits up? What was that like for you in that time?
That is funny that you asked me that.
Okay.
This is how hard I go for UDT.
Okay.
I'm looking at these babies like, y'all is already in school on the computers, on y'all phones. Yep, we finna have practice to Google Meet, and we did that. It was difficult because as my boys and my daughter was home on the computer, I'm hearing the teacher telling little Anthony, mute your mic. At the same time, I'm looking like, oh my God, they probably gonna be like, Miss Shay, we can't do this. We do it at school. Not one time did I get a complaint.
That's awesome.
I'm literally my iPhone. I got it on my kitchen bar.
Okay.
Behind a candle, holding it up before I even invest in a tripod.
Right.
I'm like, okay, if the speaker is too loud, it's going to knock the phone down. I said, okay, can't do this. And then my daughter was like, no, Mom, we can do it. Just send everybody the link. I'm like, I don't even know how to work it myself.
Right.
You know? So now that you asked that, it's funny. We got through COVID through the phone. Like, they was killing it. And I had to break it down. Okay, it's my left, but you're right. And they got it. And once we got back to being able to be outside, it was like they never missed a beat.
Never skipped
a beat.
Never missed a beat. And it was hard. Yeah. It was hard. It was really hard because I'm looking like, I can't see your feet. Scoot back.
Right.
But they got through it. We got through it.
Yeah, and I bet, going back to you having kind of at that time, a new teen, that had to help because these kids, man, the stuff they know how to do on these phones. Like, sometimes I'm going to post a TikTok and I'm like, yo, come here and post this for me. Like, do all that stuff you be doing. Well, how do you do that little tag? Do that.
Right.
What do you want to say? This. Post it for me.
Right.
So that had to help, you know what I'm saying, and keeping everything going. So last couple years, obviously, we're outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And things are moving a little bit faster. You know, getting kind of back to the regular scheduled program. What's been happening and shaking since you guys have been able? When were you guys really able to kind of get back together?
I would say, everything was just moving so fast. I can't even remember. Oh God, I really
2021 sometime. Or was it before that?
I think it was a little bit before that because we were still outside at the Buckeye Park by the pool.
Okay.
We were still outside, and we were able to be blessed to be inside of a building through our school, local school in Buckeye, Buckeye Imagine School.
Okay.
So they sponsored us
Dope.
and gave us their gym for our dance studio.
Nice.
So after that, UDT just been going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even tell you when we really got back strong, active.
Well, that's good.
Talk about your team. Who do you have on your team that's choreographers?
I have Miss Amanda. She is one of our adult choreographers / dancer. And then we have Miss C, a.k.a. Catalina. She's one of our choreographers as well. She's an adult, and they are amazing. They are amazing. So we have Miss Amanda, who does everything, like from pop lock, and because Miss Shay, Miss Shay can't teach that. I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
I don't like my girls saying we can't, but I can't teach it.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
And I'm not. I'm not.
It.
And then we have Miss C, who does hip hop, contemporary, and jazz and ballet. So we have the mix of both, and them together is amazing. So one is the bomb in her own genre, and the other one is the bomb in her, and it's like they come together and get a routine. It's fire.
So how does because I've always been intrigued by dance because I can't dance at all. I'm against the wall boogieing. But how does the creativity for the choreography come about? You know what I mean? It's like you guys get together. Is there a certain song that kind of hits you guys? And you're like, oh man, that's dope. We want to do something to that song. Like, how does it really get started? Because you watch some of this stuff, you know, some of these dance competitions, you know, I think of the Les Twins, man. There's two brothers that are just like, I watch them, I'm like, yo, like, where did they come up with this stuff? So how does that even begin? You know what I mean? I
would have to say it all depends on the event we're getting ready for.
Okay.
So, like, we just did Las Vegas.
Okay.
We did the Together We Win Las Vegas block party.
Dope.
And that was just coming together as a community out there, and us coming together as a community here as UDT going out there and performing. So you had singers, you had, I think there was spoken word, you had rap, so yeah, praise dancers. So I personally think it just depends on the event.
Okay.
And then I give our choreographers that leeway. Okay, you want to do a hip hop, like hip hop, or you want hip hop slow, or you want contemporary fast, or contemporary slow. So I let them choose because I'm just gonna book the events.
Okay.
And I might be like, oh, okay, that back row kind of off a little bit, Miss C. But other than that, I'll let them do their thing. Because why have them if you're not gonna let them do their work and work their craft?
Okay.
Right.
So,
but you guys don't like they don't keep something in the pocket. Like everything's really just everything's really tailored to. Okay, we're gonna Arizona State Fair, right? This is what we're doing. Like they don't keep something in the pocket. Like, man, when we do this one, nobody knows about it. Right. Like, do they have like dances already ready for it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Miss C and Miss Amanda, because we have October, we're getting ready to perform.
Okay.
On the 23rd, those routines are already done. So that's done. We got November, December, and January. So we got 3 other events that we're preparing for now in October.
Oh, okay.
So they already got their songs, and I say this on y'all. Y'all do it. Y'all want me to do uniforms? Find uniforms. Do this. Go for it. But yeah, I don't never want to. Oh well, we got a performance on the 23rd of December. Okay, now we got to find a song. No, we find songs in advance.
Okay.
We start teaching them because I like. One thing that Miss Amanda did say, she doesn't like to do the same routines at new events. To me, I thought that was something new. Yeah. I've never done it. I've always recycled our old songs, which is possible with her songs too. But she's like, no, Miss Shay, when I teach it, when I do it, when I want to do it, I would like to do new songs. And the girls pick up the moves.
That's dope.
They picked up a dance routine in 3 days. The performance wasn't until, 2 months later?
That's fine.
So and I agree with that. It made
Yeah.
the team grow in a certain level that I've never seen since I started UDT.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that creativity, you know what I'm saying? Again, you know, dance is creative. It is it is an art, you know, and especially with young people, especially now, you got to keep them
right.
because they don't. I mean, you could tell them something right now, and in 5 minutes they forgot what you was talking
Right.
about. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, you got to keep it interesting.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
Right.
You do, and that's awesome. You said obviously 15 to is 5 your youngest as far as in the actual group.
Yes.
Okay, so your
I'm trying
daughter's
to get
the
my
youngest.
1-year-old because I have a 1-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she be killing it. I be in the living room just playing the random songs, cleaning the house, and you see her just going
Oh,
like
that's
this. I'm like,
fire.
okay, she's doing. I get crazy. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm trying to get. I don't care if you're 1 and you just gonna stand there with your uniform on, and the rest of the girls is dancing behind you. Let them babies dance.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I
it.
love
Yeah,
I'm
you
okay
gotta
with
let
it.
them dance. You said something about jazz. How do you dance to jazz? I just,
Like, I don't.
Hitting that Carlton.
I'm thinking about
I really,
jazz. I was like, I
really
love
don't
jazz.
know.
But
I really don't know. Miss C, she has started a dance for jazz, but
Okay.
we didn't get to finish it. So I'm hoping
Ah.
she can still teach that, and I can see what they can do with jazz.
Okay.
She's been teaching them the techniques of it.
Okay.
You know how you swing and your feet
Okay.
and this.
All right.
Like I said,
Okay.
I'm
I
not.
get
I don't
it.
consider myself a choreographer, so I can't teach
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I can make a routine. I can do a good hip hop one.
Right.
It ain't gonna be no 1 and 2 and 3. It's gonna be like pop pop. Let's get it. Go drop it.
Okay,
Go. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
But
I like it.
yeah, jazz. I would like to see more of that on the team. To be honest.
Yeah, that would be so interesting. I love jazz, so it would be cool to see
Right.
like a routine done with like a nice jazz piece.
Right.
You
And
know?
the girls are open to learning different things. I don't necessarily say, "Oh no, you're gonna do this routine," but give it a go. I know
Right.
I know it's break dance a little bit. We're not telling you to spin on your head, but Mr.
Right.
Amanda want to teach you some of these. You can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And one of the performance that we have coming up, one of the routines is contemporary.
Okay.
The girls that are in this routine, they've only performed being a part of UDT hip hop. But
Okay.
this routine, I was like, oh my God. I went home and told my husband, I was like, babe, yes.
I'm killing it.
This dancer did this dancer did. I'm looking like, see, you're coming out of your shell.
Right,
Just come out of that shell. Show me that you can do it. You know, you don't got to prove it to me. Prove it to yourself.
Yep.
But I know you can do it. You know what I mean?
So,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's a new thing for us.
Yeah.
So you have 9. You still have 9. How many do you have now?
I have 20 active dancers.
20. Okay. Are they always? Is everybody included in every routine, or is it kind of split apart?
It's split. So
Okay.
the way I do UDT is I love for my dancers to be at practice all the time if they can make it. Of course, if it's a life and death situation or you're just really, really sick, yeah, don't come to practice. You don't want to spread that.
Right.
That's fine. But some routines are for the little older girls, and
Okay.
then some are for my younger ones to make it easy. And then we have one big routine that everybody's in,
Dope.
whether they get it like hardcore or not. We never just say, okay, you're not going to do that. I always have a backup routine for a dancer, and I tell my parents that, okay, some dancers are not always going to be in each routine, but we have other routines for them. They was like, oh, okay. Like my parents is the bomb.
That's good.
The bomb.
That's gotta be great because we know how they can be.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants their kid to be a star no matter what they're doing, but
Right.
damn sure in dance. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right, right,
you
right.
watch some of these damn shows and it's like, well, my daughter has to be in it for no. They're worse than the kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's the old, so got 5, but what's the oldest?
Otis is she's probably going to get mad at me. I'm probably making her older than what she is. It's our choreographer, Miss Amanda. I think she's 27.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
we're actually we want to start our adult team back up next year sometime.
Dope.
So I'm not going to say I'm going to be on that team, but
Make an appearance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know
I
what
might
I mean?
do a little two-step here and
Yeah,
there.
you gotta
Right.
look. Hey, sometimes, you know what I mean? It's like Jordan had to come down, right, and play for the Wizards to show them young boys how to play, and then he had to retire. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right.
you just got to show them how to play,
Right.
and then walk off in the sunset,
Right.
because you still own it. You good.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Like
So-
I'm doing a little two-step on our October 23rd performance. It's like 38 seconds, and that's it. But other than that, I let my girls
Where's
do their
that
thing.
performance going to be?
Thank you.
It'll be in Phoenix at the Full Figure Women's Expo.
Do you know where? Do you know where, like, with the actual location?
No, but I can get that to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll put it down there.
The flyer and information is actually on my Facebook.
Okay.
Our Instagram. I haven't put it on our TikTok yet, but it's on social media. And we've done this event multiple times. And when I say Kelly, I love her to death. She is this event. Okay, I can tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So Full Figure is all about a full-figured woman, letting them embrace their beauty and with whatever they want to wear.
Okay.
So if y'all were to go, or if you watch it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you're gonna see some full figure women. Like, this event is amazing, and she has always invited UDT to come back to perform. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it again. Let's do this. So it's a great event. Great event.
Awesome.
Everyone can go.
And that's what, like October 23rd, you said?
October 23rd.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm pulling up. Yeah, because, Kathy, she called me a man of presence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you a man. I might have to make an appearance or something. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing. So you said you got a lot of events coming up. Are they more what are they kind of tailored to? As far, you obviously got this one coming up in October, but didn't you say you had a few more in October as well?
I have just one actually in October that's performing.
Okay.
And then we're going to be a part of our local Halloween carnival this year in Buckeye. And then November we have the Veterans Day Parade. December we have the Glow on Monroe Parade, which is amazing. To me, that's the best parade ever.
Okay.
Because it's Christmassy and
Right.
everybody get had their lights on. And then we have our Buckeye Days Parade, which is in January. So we have all these other events that we're ready for, and they're very
I did
very
not
excited to do.
realize
Yeah.
Buckeye had all these events.
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. I don't live out here. I live over in the North Phoenix area. So, but even still,
Yeah.
But
I didn't know Buckeye had all
this.
this.
It's so SoCal Buckeye, bro.
That is
Like,
true.
that's
We
where it's
really
at.
do call it SoCal.
I'm in,
Hey.
like, we in SoCal, Arizona right now, but that's like the border's like it's right here.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, when you say Monroe,
Yep.
that's west. You know what I mean? You got to
Yes.
keep going.
And that's
You
where,
know what I'm
keep
saying?
that's where all the parades take place
Okay.
and festivities and stuff. So yes,
That's
it's
awesome.
amazing events.
Where are all your girls? Everybody on the team's local.
Yes,
Or you have
Yep.
everybody's in the good Buckeye area or Goodyear as well.
just Buckeye. Wow, just
That's
Buckeye.
crazy because it ain't it ain't nobody really out here.
Yeah,
like that.
we're the only
So
dance team out here.
Yeah,
We're the only dance team
That's
out here.
awesome.
Only dance
Yeah.
team out here. That's why I go so hard. Yes, we want more to come, but until then, hey, UDT, let's do this.
Right.
Let's do it.
yeah.
Let's
So
do it.
I want to talk about the sponsorship that you said that you got. How did that come about? How did because that's got to be awesome to have somebody in your corner when you're building something that you're giving back to the community. How did that come about?
So I am also a business owner of VCRC, which is Village Recreational Community Center.
Okay.
And that's me and my husband and my aunt. So it's like a family business.
Okay.
And we're going to get a new rec center built here in Buckeye, Arizona for the
Nice.
kids.
Nice.
I believe that's south of Buckeye. So that's one of our big goals that we are trying to do also besides UDT. And we have started a tutoring program. And as the tutoring program was going on, UDT was mentioned by my husband and my aunt. And I finally got to meet Miss Maritza and Principal Shane from Buckeye Imagine School.
Okay.
And they was like, where do you guys have your practices at? And I told them at the park. She was like, it's so hot, like it'd be cold and rain. They was like, oh, okay, well, reach back out to me. And so I waited about a week or two. Finally reached back out to them. They was like, you know what? You guys can have the gym.
That's dope.
You use it for whenever you need it. If it comes the time that I need the gym for a school event or outside of school event, we'll let you know. You just push your practice day back a day or next week. And we've been in there ever since.
Awesome.
And it's funny that this is coming up in the interview because no one really knows. Me, the dancers, and the parents, and my husband, because I tell them, when these girls left Buckeye Park to go into a building,
Game changer.
Game changer. Yeah.
the music was bouncing off the walls.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
different.
It's
The sun ain't
different.
burning them. We ain't gotta grab the
Yeah.
speaker and
They in there
run
hitting
from
them
it
steps
raining.
real hard, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
like it changed the outlook. And I told him, I said, this. It may not say UDT United on the building, but this is your dance
Feels
studio.
like it, for sure.
That's
Keep the
nice.
bathrooms clean, be
awesome.
respectful, stay off the steps. Like, make it be your studio. And that's what it is until God blesses UDT. Yo, here you go. Here's your building, you know?
Yeah.
Until then, we going to rock hard in that gym.
Yeah,
We going
absolutely.
to. And that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So the community center you guys are working on, what is that looking like? How can people? Is there any way people can help? Is there anything that other people outside of what you guys are doing can contribute to trying to make this thing not only for the community center but for your team? Like, how can people really get invested into what you guys got going on?
Well, we do have our websites and our Instagrams that you all can find us on. Don't really know Village's website, but
Okay.
you just type in on Facebook, Village Recreational Community Center, and we'll pop up.
Okay.
And even Instagram, Village Recreational Community Center. And it's just something that we're trying to do in Buckeye and grow between both businesses. United and VCRC, they're actually intertwined with each other, whether people know it or not.
Yeah.
That's the big family right there. So it's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can we donate money to you or
Yeah,
something like that? Is that how do we do that?
We have our Cash App.
Okay.
And I believe VCRC has a PayPal and Cash App as well.
Okay.
I can get that information to you,
For sure.
gentlemen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We'll put that out, man.
Yeah, because
That energy out there, man. Again, I'm so glad that you're doing something for the community. Like I said, our last guest was on here, The Fork. They're a local catering company.
Yes.
And I love community, man. Like, we're both. You said you're from Cali. We're both from Cali.
I'm from Phoenix.
You're from. You said you were in Cali, no?
No, that was the other.
Oh, okay,
team.
okay.
Yes,
That's my bad.
yes.
So we're both from Cali, and it's so much different out there because you don't have big business everywhere. Everything's real local, right?
Okay.
All the restaurants, everything's mad local.
Okay.
Unless you go to a shopping mall, like you're not going to see what's been popping up a lot lately.
Well, I mean, just in
Like
general,
a Wendy's on every corner, a Jack in the Box on every corner.
Walmart's, Targets, they're not like that out there.
No, it's
totally.
very,
I mean, they're there, but
they're there,
just,
but everything's real local. Yeah. And one of the things since I moved to Buckeye that I've been really, really talking to him about, I'm like, I hope they keep it. I hope we build. I hope the community adds to this great area that really, it's like everybody knows Chandler, everybody knows Gilbert, right, and all the great things that are out there. This is kind of that next step for outer area, outer Phoenix,
right?
And to see companies like yours and companies like The Fork, companies like Jackrabbit. If you guys are leaving, pull up on Jackrabbit before you leave. It's amazing. They got the best damn coffee and the best drinks over there. And tell them the Gray Space sent you. We got a lot of love with them. But Jackrabbit Java and just these local businesses, man, they really mean so much to the community. And I personally want to give you your flowers and say thank you for what you're doing. And any way that we can, I really mean this, that we can ever support. You got any events pulling up? We will do we do got lives, but we will do our best to pull up, promote. And yeah, thank you for what you're doing for these young women, young black women especially, and for the community. And, I wish you much success.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. As a matter of fact, I know we were talking about the Instagram. Can you just say the Instagram handle, what your handles are?
United Dance Team Buckeye.
Okay.
So it's United _dance_team _Buckeye.
And that is for is that for all of it?
No. So on Instagram is this United Dance Team Buckeye, and then
Okay.
Facebook is United Dance Team, TikTok United Dance Team, all together.
All right. Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure people know where to go find you and support and all that good stuff.
And I'm sprinkling it down here.
Well, of course.
Down there.
Of course.
Not here, but it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
We
you.
really
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it. You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
And as always, this is the Gray Space.
Peace.